Today we did a small demonstration and would like to talk to you a little bit about spray water pH and what different products have to do with affecting that spray water pH out in your fields. We took two different water sources, one city water source and also a well water source, and mixed it with some of the different herbicides and adjuvants that are commonly used right now, especially in a soybean post-emerge application. Many of you guys are familiar with fameficin being a little bit finicky on mixing depending on your water pH out of your well or out of your water source.
The products that were tested are Vice, which is dual infamesifin, Vixen as a liquid AMS, Verifact as a surfactant, NV6 Max as our glyphosate, and we also used household ammonia as a basic solution to raise the spray water pH to try to get it closer to that 6 range.
With some of the last couple years with some guys having some off and on problems, we found out that 5.2 is kind of the cutoff line for ideal spray water pH. Normal drinking water has pH of 6.5 to 8.5. Vice by itself measured out around 7.5. And glyphosate as a weak acid by itself was around 4.5. So as you can see, once we added the full load product by itself in the tank, whether it was well water or city water, we were right around that critical point to where we might have tank problems. We might be starting to have some tips clog up or something like that. When we added the 1% base to the solution, we effectively raised that spray water pH. Obviously, this is going to depend on each different combination, each different well water source used out in the field. But the moral of the story is, if you're having problems with spray water on a given load, we might be running into some pH issues giving you the problem. So that's what we were just trying to tackle today, is just to talk a little bit about there is a difference. Everything we add into that mix makes a difference. So when we get in some of these hot concoctions, especially with some of the late planted fields, we haven't been able to get in there, spray them on time. We've got some big weeds we're going after. Keep this in mind, because if you have a tank load that's not working quite right,
It may be worth your time to purchase a pH meter like this or some pH strips.
and just take a random test of some of those hot loads that you are doing to give you an idea of what we can add to the tank to make your spray water more effective and get a better weed control. Thanks for your time. Have a good week.